Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mountaineer Bushcraft and Survival System. Today, we're going to discuss budget options for some hatchets. But first off, I'd like to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, everybody out there watching. I appreciate the views. But well, I was having a conversation with a friend, trying to put together a kit for him, and well, a lot of your premium tools for your kits and stuff, you typically get to your cutting tools, blades and hatchets and machetes and all that stuff. But well, I realized that I had a pretty decent option to offer for suggestion, and we'll start out. That's Estwing. This is a rigger's axe. This is the large one, and I'd realized that I'd had this tool for quite a long time, and I used it quite a bit, and I've used it at a fire, at a processing firewood and stuff, but many a times at a, we had a little dump truck rims and stuff set up to burn our wood in. But well, this tool here has been around for quite a long time. It's quite reliable, and it'd be pretty good for shelter building. It's kind of a construction tool. It's quite strong and durable. There's not a lot you could break on it. Good, comfortable handle. So I like to throw this out there to people watching if you're looking for a larger hatchet. This has got plenty of room to use with two hands. Now I got quite large hands, extra large meat hooks on me, so I can even get a comfortable two-handed grip on this thing. After the fact, you can buy a mask for these that on Amazon. They fit right in. Got a pretty secure, decent quality. Even a belt loop on the back of the sheath for them. This one I got from a hardware store, so it didn't come with the mask. But I've beaten this thing. I've absolutely brutalized, abused. It's still in fantastic shape. And if that's a little bit too large of an option, they also make a smaller one. Now this one doesn't have the knurling on the hammer, but still a pretty decent hammer. And as far as a pack hatchet axe, whatever you want to call it, this one even suitable enough to carry on your belt. It's got a pretty wide head on it, and whereas a lot of your traditional hatchets and forest axe and stuff will have that curved blade, now these are flat, but these are, like I said, are typically, you don't use them like you do normal axes for felling and wood processing, but they'll work just fine for it. The smaller one has the exact same size head as the big one. And if you're building shelters and stuff, this would be fantastic. Or driving stakes, or actually literally using it as a hammer. And you don't have to worry about damaging the back end of this. Like some axes, the hammer pulls a little bit softer, and over time you can actually do a little damage to them, or even mushroom the edges. These are made for it. So and they're fairly affordable. I mean, these are not expensive. So that is definitely a viable option in my opinion. And you have the security of knowing that the odds of you breaking or bending the handle on there is pretty slim to none. I mean, I do believe I weigh almost 300 pounds, and I wouldn't be afraid to wedge that in something and stand on this handle. It will not bend it. But so if you're looking for a decent hatchet to to take with you, put, for your kit. Highly recommend these. I've got a lot of experience with Estwing products and, their hatchets and their cam axes and stuff. I definitely recommend that brand. So if that's, let's get a profile of this. Now that's a bit thinner than you'll find in most forestry type axes and hatchets. However, this will split wood pretty good. It's just, especially this bigger one, it's got a good little bit of weight and it'll split decent. And this one has the knurled hammer on it. So if you're hammering into hardwoods and stuff, that'll help you drive your nails and stuff in straight. Which would be more applicable out there if you're building shelters. If you actually have a camp and you're working on building a nice large shelter, big comfortable one, something like this would be quite handy, especially to work the wood with. Now, I said that's not a top of the line fancy hatchet that's specifically targeted at going camping and all the bushcraft stuff, but I said there's a lot of options out there that we got that have been around for decades and decades that weren't necessarily aimed at the bushcraft and survival, but they'll work just as fantastic in that application. Like these tools, I have no problem staking my life on taking this out and relying on it, because they'll do the job, because I've done the job with them, so I know. But take that into consideration if you would. Anybody would like a dedicated video using these, I'll show you processing wood and all that stuff. Just let me know in the comments. And I'm going to start trying to put together, I don't know if it'll be a series or what, but we're going to start looking at more affordable options for people. It'll be stuff that you can use in your kits that, like I said, it's not directly targeted at your kits for those purposes, but they work just as fine. So I'm looking forward to getting that started. I think it'll help a lot of people out trying to decide on, what do I need to buy, will it work? And I can use my personal experiences to help you maybe decide on some of your kit. And it will probably, all of it will be stuff that I've used for many years and I've had experience with. So I don't want to speak on something that I don't have no experience with, because that'd be real bad advice. I mean, there's a lot of things that I'm familiar with, and like knives are a real big thing with the bushcraft community, and just in general, people love their knives. So like I did on my first introduction video, that paramilitary too. I love this knife. It was, like I said, it has great sentimental value to me, but not everybody can afford that knife. This knife is quite expensive. So there's a lot of other options out there that are pretty good, and we'll get into stuff like that too, belt knives, machetes, and things of that nature. So, and also on the comments, let me know if there's any particular gear items that you're interested in that maybe I could find a substitute for that's not quite as expensive one. And I'll be more than happy to look into that and share my thoughts. So with that, I hope everybody has a really good Christmas, and thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it to help the channel grow. And with that, y'all have a very good morning, and I'll see you in another video.